for you. Let's learn MCQs on Poetics by Aristotle. In BGTRB syllabus, in Unit 8, this essay has been given. Unit 8, Literary Criticism, Aristotle, Poetics. Let's learn MCQs on Poetics by Aristotle. Let's dive into today's session. According to Aristotle, what is the most critical element among the 6 constituent parts of a tragedy? Plot. Aristotle identifies mythos or plot as the soul of tragedy, prioritizing the arrangement of incidents over character and thought. Next question is, in the context of the tragic hero, which term best describes the concept of Hamartia, error of judgment? Hamartia is derived from the Greek for missing the mark, signifying an intellectual error rather than a moral depravity or tragic flaw. Next question is, Aristotle argues that poetry is more philosophical and higher than history because poetry deals with the universal. Poetry describes what might happen according to probability or necessity, making it more universal than the particular facts of history. Next question is, which of the following defines peripeteia as described in the Poetics? Reversal of situation. Peripeteia is a change by which the action veers round to its opposite, subject to the laws of probability or necessity. Next question is, a complex plot is distinguished from a simple plot primarily by the presence of reversal and recognition. Aristotle defines a complex action as one where the change of fortune is accompanied by reversal, recognition, or both. Next question is, what is the primary function of catharsis in the Aristotelian theory of tragedy? Purgation of emotions. Catharsis refers to the emotional discharge or purification of pity and fear through the experience of the tragic drama. Next question is, Aristotle mentions only one unity as being strictly essential to a well-constructed plot. Which one is it? Unity of action. Aristotle emphasizes that the plot must mimic a single, complete and whole action. The unities of time and place were largely developed by later Renaissance critics. Next question is, which tragic element does Aristotle describe as the medium of imitation? Diction and song. Aristotle categorizes the 6 elements into medium, diction, song, manner, spectacle, and objects, plot, character, thought. Next question is, according to Aristotle, tragedy is an imitation of an action that is spoudias. What does this term mean? Serious. Spoudias means serious, weighty, or of gravity, distinguishing tragedy from comedy, which imitates polis, inferior actions. Next question is, in chapter 4, Aristotle identifies 2 natural causes for the origin of poetry. One is the instinct for harmony and rhythm. What is the other? Instinct for imitation. Aristotle argues that man is the most imitative animal and learns his first lessons through imitation, finding pleasure in it. Next question is, which of the following best captures Aristotle's view on the deus ex machina? It should be avoided. Aristotle argues that the unraveling of the plot should arise from the plot itself, not from external mechanical intervention. Next question is, Aristotle defines diction, lexis, as expression of meaning in words. Diction is the communication of thought through the selection and arrangement of language. Next question is, why does Aristotle consider epic poetry inferior to tragedy? Tragedy has greater unity. Tragedy is more concentrated and achieves its end in a shorter time, whereas the epic is more dispersed and less unified. Next question is, In the Poetics, what is the complication? Complication, decis. Action from start to turning point. The thesis includes everything from the beginning of the action to the part which marks the turning point to good or bad fortune. Next question is, which of the following is not one of the four requirements Aristotle sets for characterization? Historical accuracy. Aristotle requires characters to be good, appropriate, consistent, and true to life. Historical accuracy is not a requirement for the poet. Next question is, the recognition Anagnorisis is most effective when it coincides with Peripeteia. Aristotle cites Oedipus text as the perfect example where the reversal and recognition happen simultaneously, maximizing pity and fear. Next question is, what does Aristotle mean by magnitude in a plot? Appropriate length and scale. The plot must be long enough to allow for a change in fortune, but short enough to be taken in by the memory as a whole. Next question is, how does Aristotle distinguish tragedy from comedy in terms of the objects of imitation? Tragedy imitates better men. Tragedy imitates people who are better than average, while comedy imitates those who are worse in a ridiculous sense. Next question is, which of the following describes the loosest resolution in a tragedy? Turning point to the end. Lysis, unraveling, spans from the beginning of the change in fortune to the very end of the play. Next question. According to Aristotle, by an episodic plot, the West lacks probability and necessity. An episodic plot has acts that follow each other without a causal connection, violating the core principle of unity of action. Next question is, in chapter 14, Aristotle argues that the tragic effect should be produced by the structure of incidents. The plot should be so constructed that even without seeing the play, anyone hearing the story would feel pity and fear. Next question is, which of these constitutes a purgation of pity and fear? Catharsis. This is the definitive Aristotelian term for the emotional cleansing experienced by the audience. Next question is, what is the parode in a Greek tragedy? First song of the chorus. The parode is the first undivided utterance of the chorus after they enter the orchestra. Next question is, Aristotle prefers a probable impossibility over an unconvincing possibility. This highlights his focus on internal consistency. As long as the event follows the internal logic of the world created by the poet, it is acceptable even if it is factually impossible. Next question is, the tragic hero according to Aristotle should ideally be moderately virtuous. The hero should be neither perfectly virtuous nor utterly wicked, so that their fall creates pity for an undeserving sufferer and fear for one like ourselves. I have given 25 MCQs for the essay Poetics by Aristotle. நீங்கள் இதை UGC NET எக்ஸாமுக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், TN SET எக்ஸாமுக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நெக்ஸ்ட் இங்கிலீஷ் லிட்ரேச்சரில் காம்படிட்டிவ் எக்ஸாமினேஷன்ஸ் அந்த சிலபஸில் அரிஸ்டாட்டில்ஸ் Poetics இருந்தால் நீங்கள் இந்த MCQs யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். If you have any questions regarding English literature, ask in the comment section. I will reply to it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned to this channel to expand your knowledge of English literature. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. And I have given my Telegram channel link in the description box. If you want notes, you can make use of it.